Today is Thursday, April 20th, and this is Yale High School Studio News.
Good morning, Yale High School. I'm Hank Telto.
And I'm Alan Ferguson. Thank you for joining us this morning. Before we check in for an update on our Bell Sounds competition, we talked to a couple of students about what Bell Sound they think is going to win. Here's what they had to say.
So the Bell Sound that I think is going to win is Sound B, because that sounds most like the old bell, and I just want the old bell back. What do you think, Andrew?
I agree with you, Tyler. I think Sound B is going to win. I think it's the best.
We all agree, Sound B.
Now let's check in with Alex for an update on our Bell Sound competition.
Thanks, Alan. After 2 weeks of voting and 16 possible options, our students have spoken and we're down to 2 final candidates. Sounds A and B will face off today in the final, so let's get started. First, let's hear Sound A. Sound B now. Let's hear Sound A again. And repeating Sound B. Alright, voting is now open, so please get your votes in before the end of the day to pick our winner. Let's go back to the news desk.
Tickets for prom are on sale today during lunches. Tickets are $50 and will be sold until this Friday, April 20th. If you plan on bringing a guest who does not attend Yale High School, that guest will need a guest pass. No ticket will be sold to a guest who does not have a guest pass signed and turned in.
The Academic Award and Board of Education Award recipients are listed by grade on the window in front of the main office. Please verify that your name and years of receiving the reward are correct. If you have any questions or corrections, contact Ms. Harmer by this Friday, April 21st. We caught up with Riley LeMay about the ceremony, and here's what he had to say.
So as you can see, I'm here in front of the office, and behind me there are 2 sets of papers, one for the academic letter and one for the Board of Education Award. So just make sure that you come down here, see if your name's on it, and if it is, make sure all the information is correct. If it's not, talk to Mrs. Harmer in the office. And if your name is on the Board of Education award criteria, then you get to go to a nice dinner on the May 3rd. There's going to be some speakers there, including but not limited to my own mother. So yeah, just make sure you do that.
Now over to John with the weather.
Thanks, Alan. Things are looking a little nicer today than it was yesterday. We're expecting a high near 70 with mostly sunny skies. It will still be quite windy with gusts up to 20 miles an hour. We'll cool back off tomorrow with our afternoon high of only 56, and we're also likely to get a lot of rain. That's it for the weather. Now let's head back to the news desk for sports.
The baseball team played a doubleheader at home last night against Croslex. They lost the first game 14-9, but bounced back with a resounding 10-1 victory in the second game behind some very strong pitching by Aiden Carolden. The Bulldogs tallied 23 hits in the 2 games, and the leading hitters were Layden Morgan with 6 hits and Gavin Ecker with 5 hits. The varsity plays next against Petoskey in the Elmont tournament on Saturday. Varsity softball traveled to Croswell for a doubleheader yesterday, but the first game was very long, and so they were only able to play 1 game. The Bulldogs lost 24-23 despite some explosive hitting. Madison Hiller hit a solo home run and also a grand slam. Jillian Camerat and Reese Cly also homered. Today, girls tennis plays away at Richmond starting at 4 p.m. Thanks, and stay classy, High.